Our story begins in the Badlands at Talrose Fortress, where Bizzaro is being held. Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I am your storyteller, and I will be showing you a different what if from Godzilla and other stuff. This is going to be a Superman what if. Heisei Godzilla and the Heisei Godzilla and Monster vs. Ghidorah what if will be coming out soon. But for now, because that one's gonna be like a long plan, and series finale is coming up real fast, like probably like 5 episodes from now. We probably might get the finale of season 1. Anyways, we're gonna continue with the what if on what if Bizzaro killed Anderson and Bizzaro lived in this timeline. So let's begin. Right where we picked off, Bizzaro is being held in Taro's fortress until a missile flies in with kryptonite, destroying the force field holding Bizzaro and setting him free. Superman coughs as then he looks around and tries to spot Bizzaro, but Bizzaro's long gone. He flies up into the air and uses super hearing. He can hear Bizzaro from a faraway distance in Antarctica, where he's heading for his fortress. Superman lands confronting Bizzaro. Bizzaro's face to face with Superman. Bizzaro says to get out of his way or die. Superman tells him no. So they engage in a battle, with Bizzaro winning the clash, being stronger. He pushes Superman to the floor and starts punching him repeatedly in the face, grabs him, and throws him. Crashing into his fortress, Superman gets up and lasers Bizzaro. Bizzaro is sent flying back. Bizzaro gets back up to his feet and flies at Superman using his ice vision and cooling Superman down and freezing him against the wall. And then he crashes again. He kicks Superman and grabs him by the cape and throws him against the floor again. He starts to stomp on Superman's chest, breaking some of his ribs. Superman uses his ice breath and freezes Bizzaro's foot and uppercuts Bizzaro, grabbing him by the leg again and swinging him out the fortress and flies. The sun is coming out. After a long duel, Superman is regenerating from the sun as Bizzaro is getting weaker. Bizzaro decides to use a different strat. He uses his fire, blinding Superman, and then his ice vision, freezing Superman midair, and sends Superman crashing to the floor. As Superman gets up to his feet and sees Bizzaro charging right at him, he crashes into the ground, knocking Superman out cold. Bizzaro, as he's about to finish, Superman decides not to, as he is his other self and does not want to cause any of this, and he has done nothing wrong but trying to protect everyone. So he leaves him alone and then travels towards the DOD. He lands in the DOD and looking at it, as then he waits for the pendant. He is then spotted by Lieutenant Anderson. Lieutenant Anderson recognizes him because he killed his team. Anderson confronts him full of the vials with XK. Now charged up with XK, he now has the powers of Superman. He threatens Bizzaro to stay back, and also he will not be killed. Bizzaro does not care and tries to walk into the DOD, but Anderson punches him in the chest, sending him back. Bizzaro is mad now. Since knowing he has the pendant, he does not care because Anderson has been trying to find him and kill him. So Bizzaro does not waste any time and does not hold back. He flies towards Anderson as Anderson is about to use his heat vision. An ice vision comes blasting right at his eyes, freezing them. He punches Anderson right in the face, his punch connecting with Anderson's jaw, breaking it instantly. Anderson pops his jaw back into place, but it's not enough, as then he is kicked in the face and sent flying into the wall. He crashes into the wall, but gets back up to his feet and punches Bizzaro. He then shoots kryptonite bullets right at Bizzaro. The weakened Bizzaro, is instantly powered up by these kryptonite bullets. They infuse into his body, making him go powerful. Now, Bizzaro flies towards Anderson. He kicks and knees him in the face, and punches and kicks, and then he uses his ice vision, sending him flying straight into the DoD office. He gets back up, but only to see a right and left hook to the face. Anderson's getting tired as Bizzaro's just going ham on him. He then punches him. Anderson tries to get back up, but then is met with something powerful. Bizzaro melts his face, destroying his whole face and melting him into bits. Bizzaro kills Anderson. As Anderson's headless body lies there, his head being fully incinerated, Bizzaro walks straight through the DoD until he is confronted by Superman. Bizzaro has no time for this and instantly tells him to get out of his way. Superman charges right at Bizzaro, angry of the death of Anderson. He punches and kicks at Bizzaro and uses his laser vision. As the military monitors the situation, they already had the warrant for arrest of Anderson, but Anderson's already dead. Bizzaro throws Clark to the ground and grabs him by the cape again and swings him in the walls. Until the whole facility goes into lockdown, blocking everything, and then soldiers are sent to stop them. Kryptonite bullets are filled up and shooted at Bizzaro. Bizzaro charges up from the kryptonite bullets again and slays every single man in the room. And then he turns his attention back to Superman, who then punches him straight in the square in the face and grabs him. And they fly straight through the layers of the DoD, crashing to the floor. He grabs XK crystals and starts punching Bizzaro in the chest. Bizzaro, getting weakened and nearly unconscious, resorts to using his ice vision, freezing Superman entirely and uppercutting him once again. Superman tries to fly away, but Bizzaro punches him right in the back, and then knocking him straight out of the DoD with the pendant flying out. Bizzaro finds the pendant finally after all of this time. He then punches Superman right in the gut, and then uses his ice vision and freezes Clark to the ground, and then uses his heat vision. Not heat vision, his fire breath. And then melting the ice again, and then punching him again. Superman is down for the count once again. Thanks to the kryptonite bullets buffing Bizzaro. Bizzaro quickly grabs the pendant and connects it to his neck. The pendant is now with Bizzaro once more and takes off. Meanwhile, as Allie Alston travels straight to the mines and in search for the pendant as well, she expects that Superman will have the pendant and will be ready straight for her right there, as they already have XK vials with them. Before Allie Alston could reach the mines, something hits the car. The car sent flying off the road and crashing down. Allie is really confused until the door flies open. It's Bizzaro. Bizzaro grabs Allie and throws her out the car. Superman wakes up just becoming conscious, but it's too late. Allie is then flayed alive by the fiery breath of Bizzaro. Bizzaro then laughs and then incinerates the rest of the car. Superman arrives just in time, just to find Bizzaro standing over the dead corpse of Allie Alston. In this timeline, Allie Alston does not merge with her other self. Bizzaro then scoffs at Superman in a nod of what is it called? In a nod of respect. Superman is angry, but he has nothing to do about it because Bizzaro is stronger than him. Bizzaro then travels back to his world with the portal. Bizzaro travels back to his world with the pendant and finds the other alley. The other alley, not sure of what happened, is then confronted by the other Bizzaro. Is confronted by Bizzaro once more. She sees a pendant with him. She sees the other pendant with him. The two pendants now wielded by Bizzaro is now only one thing. Bizzaro now explains to Allison that her other self is dead. Ali then scolds Bizzaro on what he has done. How could he be so blind on that? As the other henchmen watch, Bizzaro does not care, as then he tells him to step back or else. Talro and Bizzaro Jonathan charge at him. He then uses the power of the pendant, quickly buffing his powers and instantly sending them flying back, mortally injuring them. She does not know what just happened, as then she turns around just to see a fiery breath melt her face away. She suffers the same fate again. This time, Bizzaro reasons with his brother and his son. They're not so easily convinced, as they consider him a murderer now. They both charge up Bizzaro as they both engage combat. Taro uses his ice vision and hits Bizzaro square in the hip, freezing Bizzaro's leg. Jonathan then sweeps him off his feet, sending him crashing to the floor, as then Taro grabs him by the neck and tries to break his neck. Before then, the pendant's electricity charges in and sends Taro flying to the floor, and then he knocks them both out. Now after that, the DOD is in control of Sam Lane, the alternate Sam Lane, now having control of everything, and the world is restored to its balance. Putting Jonathan and Talro in prison, along with Lana. All of the corrupt Kryptonians in this timeline are now done for, as they're now imprisoned. Bizzaro walks to Sam Lane and thanks him, as then when he looks up in the sky, he flies up to the red sun. The red sun now healing his pale skin thanks to the pendants as well. His skin returning to normal, his face returning to normal, and his blue eyes go away. Bizzaro now looks normal, finally about to live a normal life. That is before the other Superman comes crashing into his dimension. He then questions Bizzaro why he killed the others. He says, instantly he resorts to his answer, they will tear the multiverse apart if they kept at this rate. As then they keep talking about the conversation, he says it's not okay to kill people, but yet thanks him for stopping ultimate destruction. But yet he says it's not okay to kill people, and you have to resort to other things this time. Bizzaro says he will kill anyone that stands in his way ever again. So then he leaves. Clark travels back to his dimension and now warns them that But when Clark travels to his dimension, he is met with the news of Lex Luthor being released from prison, and that's where this what if will conclude. Lex Luthor's release will change the timeline, as there will be no doomsday in this timeline, as Bizzaro will never die, and Inner Gang will never have recovered his corpse or reformed it with X-Kryptonite. Now, Bizzaro being able to live a happy life, and now back with Lois Lane and Jordan. Later, Jonathan does come around, and the family is reformed. The clout or nothing gets to them now. The clout, all of it, they forget about it, and yet try to be a normal family. They go on saving people. Soon enough, Jordan does get his powers and save people with them. And that's where this what if will actually conclude, with Jordan and Jonathan, and a good ending for Bizzaro, unlike the alternate timeline, unlike the original timeline where he is killed by Anderson. But thanks to this new timeline showing how powerful he is, he kills him out of no mercy. Allie Alston's, the both Allies and Anderson are now dead. Now, this is where it will conclude. I hope you guys enjoyed this what if. It is short, but I hope you did enjoy it. It was very short. Not like my usual what ifs, but I hope you enjoyed it. See you all in the next one.